What's going on, guys? STG. Thought I'd do a video and show you what I've been purchasing lately. So I was on a forum and I happened to notice someone selling a $50, and it looked interesting because it was graded. So guys, check it out. I purchased a Proof 67 1957 Benjamin Franklin $50. Now, for those of you who do not know American, what we call junk silver, or some people call constitutional silver, these particular $50 were made from 1948 until 1963, at which time the Kennedy $50 was created due to his obvious assassination. In his memorial, they decided to do the Kennedy $50. So these have a somewhat limited run, and this is just in beautiful proof condition, guys. Thought it was a nice addition to my collection. Again, I'm focusing more on numismatic and vintage items now that the prices of precious metals are high, especially gold. So I'm picking up more, I guess, numismatic, more vintage, more collectible stuff. So guys, if you haven't already seen, I did make a post and I am selling some of these guys, so I'll show you what they are. Silver certificates. I only got a few left, and I am gonna actually be getting more of these. I am purchasing some more from 1957, so I will have another, I'd say at least another 50 of them. So stay tuned. If you guys want to purchase some from me, you guys can check out my post, and I only have literally a handful left. Really cool. So the other day I decided to actually go to the bank, and guys, look what I got. I got some $2 bills. She was like, the teller, we only have 100 of them. We can only give you 100. I'm like, okay, I'll take them. So they actually had a strap here, and the strap actually said 2021. So I don't know if they've had it for a few years. But yeah, they pretty much, I got 100 of them. I went through them, no star notes, no trinaries, no repeaters, none of that stuff. I do have some sequentially numbered ones. I will be giving some of these to people overseas because they cannot get them there, obviously. And yeah, $2 bills, guys. Probably gonna end up spending a lot of these too, so maybe get some people interested in some type of numismatics. So got my $2 bills, $1 bills, $2 bills. So guys, the other day I decided to go into the city. I want to buy some stuff. I haven't really bought anything significant in a while, so I was kind of itching to buy some stuff, guys. I got that itch, man. You know, when you're an addict and you don't buy for a long time, you get that itch. So I had to buy something. I had to buy it. I know I probably shouldn't, but you know what? In the long run, it's gonna pay off. So guys, let me show you what I got. I decided to head into Manhattan, and I had looked online and it said permanently closed for Burgundy. I was like, oh my God, what happened? So I go to the store, and unfortunately it is true, guys. Burgundy Coins and Collectibles is no more. It was just completely, I looked inside, it was completely cleared out, and I don't know what happened. I literally just went there about a month ago, maybe even less. And I went one day, it was around 1:30 in the afternoon, and the two proprietors of the shop who know me, they're basically, you know, asking me if what I was interested in, and they didn't really have any. I actually did want gold at the time, and all they had were AGEs, and unfortunately, you know, I didn't get anything. I might have been one of their last customers in the store. So It's unfortunate, guys, because they were really nice. I knew one guy especially, he'd give me some great deals on some gold. So it's terrible that an LCS actually closed. I've never actually heard of an LCS closing, and this place has been around for a very long time. So it was quite surprising to see them closed. So nevertheless, I headed across the street. I went to Stacks, and in their showroom, it was kind of sparse. They didn't have too many collectible coins even, and all they had basically were the Stacks rounds and some ASEs, as well as a 100-ounce JM bar. I asked the guy who knows me if they had anything in the back, any silver. He's like, no, we got cleaned out last week. A lot of silver was sold last week, and I was kind of disappointed. So I decided to go down to Chinatown, try my luck there with a couple of dealers I know. I went to a bank first, and I got a roll of dollar coins. They didn't have any half dollars, but they had a roll and about 10 other ones. So guys, I did actually go through this roll. I haven't really added any coins to my presidential series or my Indian series coins. I did add one more to the Indian series, and I added an upgrade to the presidential series. So I haven't really gotten too many in the last half a year or so. It's been unfortunate, but I'm still trying. And unfortunately, a bank near where I used to work that I had actually been going to for about 10 years. I used to go to that branch. I used to work around there 10 years ago as well. Is actually closing next month. So it's really unfortunate because I really like that branch. I have a lot of memories from going there, and I might just stop by one last time before they do actually close. So guys, I did actually go through this roll, and I did actually find something interesting, and I really want to show you guys. So check it out. Look what I found. I found a 1981 proof Susan B. Anthony, guys. This is the first time I've ever found a proof SBA. Check it out. Beautiful coin. Now, there are two types. There is one with a flat. You got to look at the S. I know you can't really see it here, but this is basically the second type. And if this was probably in like 68, 69 condition, maybe it'd be worth $100, but in this condition, it's not really worth anything. It's just something I've never gotten before. I have been getting a lot of dollar coins lately because I haven't been able to get any half dollars, guys. Not even one. I basically just asked for the loose ones, and this year it's been kind of rough. So I don't know what's going on with the half dollars. Maybe more people are starting to do coin roll hunting. So my goal is to try to maybe next week to go to different parts of New York City where I haven't been, and try to go to some banks to get some silver half dollars or even some dollar coins. So we'll see. We'll check it out. So I went to the bank, got that. Very fortunate to get that. Not something I have ever gotten before. And I went into my guy who sells mostly watches. He didn't really have any new bullion in. I asked him if he had any gold or silver. He's like, not really. So I basically just went out, walked a few stores down, and I went to my main guy who I love to buy from. And guys, he had tons of stuff. He had tons of gold. He couldn't sell gold, guys. Unfortunately, I probably should have bought the gold then, because the price since then, now it's gone up probably at least $50 an ounce. And he was actually offering me the Mexican 50 pesos from 1947 at spot, guys, at spot. So he's offering me gold at spot, and I still didn't want it. He can't sell it. No one seems to want it now. It seems like his buyers are fairly well educated. They know not to buy when it's high. They know there's going to be a dip, and that's what I think most people are waiting for. So I think he was kind of desperate for business. I don't think he's been doing a lot of business because prices are kind of on the higher side. So I saw he has an eBay store. I looked at his shop. I saw he had 20 Franklins, and they were about 21 times face. And I knew he'd give me a discount because he's not going to charge me what, eBay, he got to pay fees and everything. So I said, "Oh, I see you got 20 Franklins." So he opens his safe and he pulls out Frank he has Franklin's, 90% silver, obviously, and he has Kennedy's 90% silver. So he's telling me, he's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna give this to you. It was under 19 times face," which I thought that's pretty much what they're going for. He gave me a pretty good deal. I don't know about you guys, but 18 something times face, I thought it was a decent deal. So I'm like, what the hell? Let me pull the trigger, and guys, check it out. I got this bag full of Franklins, so I'm gonna tube these up on YouTube. I got these 2 Franklins here that I got in circulation. These are my only 2 I got from an elderly gentleman who brought in a roll of $50, and I was very fortunate enough to get these. I think it was last year or the year before. So I'm gonna just add them to my tube here. I'm gonna pause that for a minute and we'll be right back. Alright guys, so welcome back. So I got my silver halves in the tube. Let's just briefly take them out a little bit. You guys can see he gave me all sorts of years, guys, from like 1949 until 63. Various condition. Some of them are like XF, VF, AU, even some BU. You can see on the edges are not that much wear. I don't know if some of them have been cleaned, maybe, but I thought it was a pretty nice deal, pretty sweet deal, nice assortment of, $50. They're not in terrible condition. So I probably should have bought the Kennedys too, the 1964 Kennedys, but I'm not really interested in those. I got a ton of Kennedy $50 that I found in circulation. So that's my tube here, filled it up. Gonna save that, probably sell it when the price goes high. And so I got that from him, and I got a couple other interesting things, guys. So I happened to notice he had a tray of Lunar New Year stuff, mostly Perth Mint, and inside he had this coin. So I grabbed it, said, "How much you want for it?" He's like, "I paid 50, I'll sell it to you for 60. I'm like, "Sold." So I take it out of the plastic. He's like, then he pulls out something and he's like, "Oh," he's like, "I got the box for it." It's like, wow, okay, that's pretty cool. So I got the box here, guys, and check it out. We got the COA Singapore Mint Proof Coin, guys. This is the 1981 $10 silver proof Lunar New Year coin. This is the first year that they did it. I was like, wow, this is like basically the second Singapore coin I've ever seen for sale. And I know Sentu Georgie has sent me a few. He wants me to start collecting them, but honestly, it's very difficult to find Singaporean coins. I don't think I'm ever going to find another one. And I actually did buy this for him, but he had it already. So I don't know, guys. If anyone wants it, let me know. $60, that's what I paid. If anyone's born the year of the rooster, anyone wants it, it's yours for what I paid plus shipping. So I thought that was a pretty cool find. They're going for at least, I think, 75 minimum on Fleabay. So that was a nice little score, and don't think I'll ever see that any type of Singapore coin again in my lifetime. So I also did purchase this kind of unique silver round here, guys. Check it out. Store of Value from the Millennium to Millennium, 1999. And pretty interesting. I put it in this little swan bullion holder. Really nice condition. You guys can see that website. I went to it, doesn't work. Y2K. Couldn't really find much info. I saw something on Numista about, I think it was around 38.2 millimeters diameter. And yeah, I'm sure this wasn't made for very long, maybe, just a year. And they're actually going for about 45 bucks on eBay. So I think I got a pretty good deal at 30. He usually sells me stuff at 30, whether it's vintage or new. So I thought this was kind of semi-vintage because it's about 25 years old, guys. So again, that leads me to the age-old question: what is considered vintage? Is it considered vintage because it's not being made anymore? Is it considered vintage because it's 25 years or more old? I mean, I don't know what the criteria is officially to be considered vintage. I mean, Engelhard was making bars up until the mid to early 2000s, so they are considered vintage because obviously they have some bars that were made in the 80s and earlier. Earlier they do. So it raises the question again: what is vintage? Is this considered vintage? Maybe I'll do a poll in my community tab. So guys, I picked up this and I had a lot of extra money to spend. So I asked him if he had a certain type of coin, and he actually had two of them, guys. And guys, I couldn't, when I saw both of them, I just had to have them. So guys, I'm going to show you those coins in my next video, hopefully along with a couple other coins that I'm going to get in the mail very soon. I'm also going to be getting that vintage bar, hopefully in another week or so. So stay tuned for that. That's pretty much it for now. Thank you all so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, and as always, stack that gold.